Every year in cities around the country, people participate in community service projects. And in Seattle, volunteers will gather in the Seattle Center Exhibition Hall to pack meals for those experiencing food insecurity. Tyrah Majors has details in the Arc Lounge with event manager Cathia Geller and Food Lifeline's Ryan Scott. Hey, Tyrah.
Yes, Steve, this is incredible. The goal for Wednesday's 9/11 Day of Service is to pack 260,000 meals for people in our area. Thank you both for coming in to talk about this important cause today.
Thanks for having us.
So I'll start with you, Cathia. This is a national endeavor here, the Day of Service. Can you just talk about how it got started and what the whole concept is?
Yes, this started in 2002 with two friends who had lost loved ones, and they got together with other friends and family to try and take that day back and make something positive. The kind of spirit that arose around the world and in the U.S. on 9/12 and 9/13, they are trying to recapture that and make 9/11 a day of service and remembrance. And so back then they started asking people to do a good deed. So 30 million people each year have participated in that way by pledging to do something good at hashtag 9/11 Day. And then in 2016, they started in New York with this meal packing project, which is, 9 million meals hopefully this year.
Wow, it's going to help a lot of people. And so many people lost so much during 9/11. So we're still helping people, with those recovery efforts today. And locally here in our area, this is the first time that the 9/11 Day of Service has come to Seattle.
Exactly.
You were just telling me that. Ryan, maybe you can speak on Food Lifeline's part in all of this and why the need is so great for food and for meals here locally.
Sure, we're really excited to be part of this event. It's going to be really impactful for us. And, it's really interesting since the pandemic, the food insecurity rates have continued just to rise and rise, particularly with kids and families. And, this is particularly meaningful for us because it's Hunger Action Month, September, where we really encourage people to get involved and understand how they can help elevate the issue of food insecurity, volunteer, help advocate for really good policy, donate funds. So it's a really important time and it's going to be really impactful.
So what sorts of meals will you be packing? What is needed for families facing food insecurity here?
We have all kinds of things that are needed. And, really our goal, so, we serve a service area of 17 counties in Western Washington. And our goal is to find the foods that fit both the dietary and cultural needs of each one of those communities. And so it's pretty diverse across kind of our service area, but it's really important that we distribute the foods that are right so that everyone can eat well.
Absolutely, it's important. And Cathia, what do you want people to take away from Wednesday's Day of Service? Are volunteers needed still? I know they're in shifts.
Yes, so we have staff volunteers covered, but we just opened some public spots that people can go to the 9/11 page and look for meal pack and click on Seattle, and they can come and actually be on the packing line. So these are spots that sponsors have not been able to fill, but that are available for people to participate. But we just want to encourage everyone to do something good today and to take part in this spirit of giving back. And hopefully we can pack all these meals. It's going to be a really great and fun event. So I hope we'll see you guys live over there.
Absolutely. That would be great to attend and cover. I'm sure we'll have someone out there. And as far as the event goes, I know there's going to be some special guests too. Can you kind of talk about that?
Yes, we have Mayor Harrell and Chief Scoggins from the Seattle Fire Department in attendance. And we will also have corporate speakers from Delta and Pfizer who will be attending and speaking. But the whole idea is to pack meals, so our opening ceremonies for both shifts will be very brief because we want to ring that gong, the DJ music will play, and we'll start packing.
Pack the music pack the meals to some music.
Yes.
And you mentioned, if you can't make Wednesday's Day of Service, you encourage the community to just do something good. What are some examples that people can take part in this 9/11 Day of Service without necessarily being there? And maybe that's with Food Lifeline at another time too.
Sure. We encourage everyone to give time, give voice, give money. So if you can give your time, we hope you'll volunteer. Come down to Food Lifeline, find your local food bank. We'd look for you to get involved. Give voice, really, reach out to your legislators. Talk about food insecurity with people that you know in your circle. And then certainly, give funds so that we can make sure that we're continuing to move food out into those communities and making sure that everybody's eating well.
We know a lot of people are impacted by this in our area, food insecurity especially. Thank you both so much for coming in.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Steve?
remember the lives lost and impacted so many years ago. So if you can, give back to the community and certainly honor those lives that were lost 23 years ago. Thanks for that.